Impeccable Degenerates, episode 23.
What up, everybody? Y'all already know who it is. It's Big Moss the Don.
This is Young Igloo, baby.
And we are the Impeccable Degenerates. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, you know what? Fuck this week. I'm going to start it off like that. Fuck this week.
Yeah, this week's going to be...
It's been a long-ass week.
It has.
You returned back to work. Mm-hmm. And that was some bullshit, wasn't it?
Back in the game. Teaching again. But, I got motherfucking people from these stores like, we need some sourdough pretzels. And I'm like,
fuck you, bitch.
I don't give a fuck.
We don't give a gat. G-A-T. Damn. And then my ass. Anyway, we ain't gonna go into it. It's been a long ass motherfucking week.
It really has.
It's been so long. Motherfucker, young over here got on his Tiny Tim hat, man. Please, sir, can I get some more? We living like the Great Depression out here. It's 1933 all over again.
Just looking for work, man.
I gotta call him son and all that shit. It's 1933 all over again. This before I had rights. But anyway, I wasn't even born. My granddaddy was though. But nah, man, we out here. It's all jokes, people. It's all jokes. But jokes. We out here. We're doing a damn thing. We living. We surviving. We getting along. You know what I'm talking about? We can complain about a lot of shit, but we above the ground, and we got the juice.
We're not in the upper. We're not in the upper room.
In the upper room, I knew it. I knew it. This motherfucker right here. Oh man, this is why I had to leave the show off today. This motherfucker LIT lit.
Well, you got to represent for the community, man.
Cause that juice got him.
LIT.
God, motherfucker! I was setting you up for your catchphrase, man. That was gonna be gold. And all he could do is. It's gonna be a gat tonight, man. It's a good ass time. It's gonna be some gas tonight. That's a good ass show. But Young, you brought this up to me. I'm gonna start it off with you because I can't put in on this right here. But what are some of your favorite hobbies? What gets you through? You know what I'm talking about?
Drinking.
You can't steal my answer. We had a whole meeting.
Cold-blooded.
We had a whole motherfucking meeting. You got all kinds of hobbies, and you want to steal my answer? What am I? You just gonna leave your partner hang out to dry? I told you I ain't want to talk about this shit no way, cause I ain't got no hobbies besides Impeccable Degenerates. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Anywhere you get your podcast. Anyway, I don't have any hobbies besides making my wife happy. Hello, baby. I love you. Anyway, but you're just gonna steal my answer like that. That's why you over there looking like big ass Tiny Tim, like you need another serving. I can say that because I'm fat too. Fat power. Anyway, go ahead. Go ahead with your ass.
I got a lot of hobbies, man.
I know you do. My hobby is drinking. You stole my whole joke.
It's cut and dry here, baby. You eat or be eaten, big dog.
Pause.
CB4.
That was a good ass movie. That was a good ass movie with Chris Rock, man. CB4. Whole satire movie for NWA. That was genius, dog. Did Chris Rock write that movie? Because that was genius, man.
Man, I haven't seen that movie in a long.
I ain't seen it in a long time either. But that was a good ass movie. Did he write that? Did Chris Rock? We got it. Hey, look on your shit. Did Chris Rock write CB4? Because that was some good ass shit, man. That's a good ass shit, good ass show. You know?
Yeah, Chris Rock wrote it.
And I thought so, because that was his type of humor.
Yeah.
I thought so. Man, Chris Rock's one of the greatest comedians of all time. He's a goat. He's goated in the comedian community. But anyway, back to hobbies. You got a lot of hobbies. Blah blah blah. What?
Man, my biggest hobby is probably watches, dude.
Wait, what? What? Like watches, wrist watches, or like watches, like some creeper shit. Because that's a little weird. That's some
Big Moss trying to make some nasty jokes tonight.
That's some Jeffrey. You Jeffrey Dahmer in here? I can't associate with no Jeffrey Dahmer.
Some brewskis.
Please don't leave. Anyway, I ate your heart out, bitch. He took that personally. But anyway, oh damn, we're gonna get canceled. But no, so watches, so wrist watches, right? Mm-hmm. So you're saying that's a hobby, so you collect them.
Yeah. All
right. I had to clear it up for the people. You just like watches. I'm like, that's vague. You know, all right, do explain.
Yeah, man, I got into watches probably I've always wanted to watch since I was a kid. And I didn't really get into watches until about 2014 or something like that. And there's this website called Hodinky. And it's kind of like a watch blog. So it's they're talking about vintage watches, new watches and stuff, and I just got into it big time.
Oh, so you in a watch club and all that shit, huh?
I went to, it's just each. It's each. I started to get into vintage Rolex because that was the first watch I started to get into. I'm just I want to know all these. I want to know each individual model of Rolex, and each of them has their own reference number. So I'm just once I can see a Rolex and I'm oh yeah, that's this number or that number. I'm just this is
where it's at.
This is you deep into the point.
Oh shit. So is it? I've never owned a Rolex. I've never even seen a Rolex besides on TV. So they don't tick. Is that true or false?
No, it's an automatic movement. So they just kind of slide. The secondhand slides around
like the electric slide.
Yeah.
God bless. I can't, man. So
leave my house, baby. This is my life.
I ain't got nothing on that.
Ooh, Lord.
Ooh, Lord is right. Young is lit tonight. But man, I didn't really. I got into watches, not collecting them. I just, that song "Bling Bling" by the Hot Boys. Every time I go around the city, bling bling. Mm-hmm. That's when I got into them fossil watches, man, with the fake diamonds, with the fake bezels and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was into watches. I always had a watch. But I always had chains and a watch. Then I got into the smart watches, which that's what I got right here. And the bezel turns to different apps and shit like that. And it keeps me alive, let me know I'm not dying, or let me know I'm just having a panic attack or something when my heart rate goes up. That's that watch game. But you deep in the game for real.
Yeah, man. It all started in 6th grade because in 6th grade, everybody started getting this one fossil watch. It was
everybody's fossil watches where them most was $50 in East Bay. You remember East Bay magazine? Mm-hmm. $50 in them motherfuckers. I used to order them off East Bay.
Yeah, everybody had the same watch. It was this stainless steel band with the watch and had that like kind of like ultramarine blue face. About the same as that goddamn can.
And I still do got thick ass wrists, and I had to buy the long band. You know, I couldn't wear the stretchy like. Oh no, yours is clip on, but you know the stretchy shit. I couldn't wear that shit. Cut on my circulation. I had to wear but I had to get the one with the big band on it.
Yeah,
because I'm big boned it.
I'm heavy structured.
You know, up top and down below. My wife had to make that rhyme.
Yeah, man. Like 6th grade really kicked it off for me because like everybody had that fucking watch, and I'm just like, I want that watch too, and like I wasn't able to get it, and you know, I've just always worn a watch since I was a kid, and I like for like birthdays or Christmas or whatever, my mom would just like randomly like gift me a watch, and so like I always had a watch on. It's just like, you know, my grandfather, I grew up with my granddad, and like he always had a watch, wore a watch every single day. I'm just like, you gotta wear a watch. It's just what people do.
I bet your granddaddy was like mine. My granddaddy had them long sleeve button up shirts with a pair of overalls. He had his motherfucking pocket watch. My first ever watch, he gave it to me. It was his pocket watch, and I no longer have it. It makes me feel sad that I no longer have it. It got lost in one of the suffer moves that I've been through in my life. But yeah, he gave me that shit. And that was a pocket watch that was passed down from his daddy, and he gave it to me. I got several other grandkids, other cousins, and I ain't got no grandkids yet. Oh God, I hope I don't. My children only 14, 13, and 8. But I ain't trying to speak anything into existence. But no, man, that pocket watch meant something to me, man. That pocket watch cool as fuck. You open that fucking up, you know, man. Pocket watches are cool. So you ever collect those or no?
Not really. My mom got me a pocket watch for Christmas one year, and
it had a little chain on it, man. Made you feel like you was the conductor off Thomas the Tank Engine and shit. Yeah,
I mean, I appreciate fine pocket watches, but I only had one. That watch is still at my mom's house.
That's what's up. You know, I don't have any. I have only thing I do have, and it's at my mom's house that was left to me by one of my granddaddies. This is my granddaddy on my daddy's side. It's a .22 rifle, and it's at my mom's house. And that's it. I only shot that motherfucker like 3 times in my entire life. It was made in 1945.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, man, that's what's up, man. So, you know, you collect watches. Look like you collect fedoras.
This is flat cut, big boy.
I don't fucking know. It looks like 1933. That's all I know. It looked like Great Depression on your head. That's all I know. It looks like, you know, looks like, you know, you about to go up to the counter and wait in line for hours for bread. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, the Prussian era style.
Yeah, it looks like you're getting ready to ship off some olive oil. It look like you're olive oil smuggler from 1932. You look like you do like this. You know, fucking moolies. But anyway, me, man, I don't really have no hobbies, man. Besides drinking. That joke don't hit the same because someone stole it.
Cold-blooded.
But I mean, I guess you could consider video games as a hobby, and getting on my wife's motherfucking nerves is a hobby. I don't really have a hobby, man. Like, I used to write, you know, a lot of songs, poetry and all that stuff, man. And I tried to do that the other night. I couldn't come up with nothing. Not a damn thing. Nathaniel. Zero, zilch, nothing. I wrote one word, and I'm like, I ain't got it today. That was depressing. But I don't know, man. My free time is video games, getting on my wife's nerves, and watching anime, man. I don't do much. I work, come home, and drink a few beers and chill. I don't do much, man. Besides, what we do. I guess that's a hobby, I guess. Hobby/lifestyle or something. I don't know.
Talk about a lifestyle. Talk a motherfucking about a lifestyle.
Oh, young lit, y'all. I hate him, motherfucker. He Big Moss Don.
I know you know that song.
I know it.
I know you know that song.
I do know the song, but this motherfucker lit night, dog. That came out like nowhere. It was like, ping, sing it. Oh shit! But yeah, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm a boring motherfucker, man. It don't take much for me, man. Like, you got your photography and shit and stuff, and man, I've always had like music, I guess, but I don't really play music no more. I mean, I'll make some beats here and there. I'll try to write here and there, but here in the past few months I can't write shit apparently. I may try to write a few jokes here and there,
We gotta get you a stand-up bass again.
Shit.
Like Ron Carter in Low End Theory.
We talked about that last week. You know how I feel about it. And it's not that I don't think I can do it. It's just, the fear, man. It's a lot of fear in that, man. I got anxiety and shit, Which brings up
this, Big Moss.
That's what I was gonna say. Which brings up, I listened to Dion Cole. Dion Cole was on a podcast that I forget which podcast, because I ain't gonna lie, I'm halfway LIT too. But Dion Cole was like, yeah. He's like, I couldn't do stand up unless I was fucked up. He said, and then I would get on stage. You remember Dion Cole? I get on stage and I would forget half my jokes. That's why I would come out there with the fucking notepad. It had notes on it. It like literally had his jokes on the notepad. And he was for real checking off shit that hit and didn't hit. Because he forgot his fucking set. Because he's fucked up on alcohol and drugs. That's some shit, dog. And it made his whole career. Now he's on TV shows and shit, man. He's on stage fucked up. And I don't know, man. I don't want to be like that, I guess. It worked for him, and I don't know if it worked for me. But I just don't want to be that way. I do need to find something I like doing. But I don't know. I don't know, man. Back to you, young. I'm gonna leave you hanging like you left me hanging for the Christmas episode and the New Year's episode. Just let me hang and let me tell all the damn stories. Yeah, you chose the topic and you talk about it.
Yeah, man, I got to watch this, bro.
No, he's back on watches. I thought you had something else. Oh, here we go.
Stop.
Okay, I'll stop. Goddamn.
Oh man, watches I got to admit, big into watches. 2014. This website Houdinki started coming out, and there's like more information readily available about really rare vintage watches that are worth a lot of money.
Right.
And so I started doing a lot of research on a lot of the stuff like Rolex, Audemars Piguet, Patek Philippe. Those are three of the big ones, and I just started studying it a lot because I like the design of it. I like the design of the cases, the dials, the engineering behind the movements and everything.
Right.
Like I got big into it, and dude, even before I went to grad school, I was considering going to watchmaking school, man.
For real.
Yeah, man.
Now that kind of does sound interesting. I ain't gonna lie. Like just the getting the gears and all that shit. You know, I was, of course, to me, I was the type of kid that would take shit apart, see how it worked, and put it back together. I figure you's about the same, ain't that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I just always like doing that, man. And like, before I got into grad school, I was just like, I could be a watchmaker. I could like work at like the really high end places in Switzerland, or even all those brands have like offices in the U.S. too. So I was considering it, man. Like real talk. Like I was considering.
So why didn't you pursue that?
Well,
Because I got high. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Am I right or am I wrong?
No, you're wrong.
Damn, I thought I had one. 0 for 1.
I think part of it was just like, you know, like I got my bachelor's. We got some technical difficulties over here. Big mas.
We gotta keep
Yeah, I was considering watchmaking school, and because you know, like I know that I could do a really good job. Like, you know, we're talking about like wearing microphones and wearing microphones.
Wearing microphone.
I'm distracted, man.
This motherfucker said wearing
Get the goddamn mic. I can't think.
I don't know how that happened. I had this fucking shit on here security.
Yeah, man. Watchmaking school is like 2 years, and then it's in Miami, and then it's the Nicholas G. Hayek School of Watchmaking, and they're affiliated with all of the main big Swiss watch brands. So it's like
It ain't going nowhere now.
now once you graduate the Nicholas G. Hayek Watchmaking School, you're pretty much going to be moving to Switzerland to work in the big houses.
I bet Switzerland be cool as fuck.
Hell yeah, man! All the skiing, all the cheese.
I was going for the cheese, not for the skin. we don't do that.
But yeah, dude, I met this one.
I bet they got fine hot chocolate.
There's this one watchmaker. His name's Cameron Weiss, and
Yeah,
I got a
feel
chance.
like I've heard that name in a rap song.
He went to the Nicholas G. Hayek School in Miami, and he worked for Audemars Piguet for a long time in Switzerland, and then I think he moved back to the United States and worked for. I don't know if he worked for AP. I think he might have worked for AP like when he came back, but he worked.
Yes,
he came,
I forgot to turn my phone on silent.
He came back to the States, and he's working for AP still. And you know, some of these grand complications, like most watches have like the time and the date, but some of these like high end complication watches, they got moon phases, they've got perpetual calendars. I mean, we're talking about like hours to like disassemble this and like polish the parts, the individual parts, and put it back together.
So what you're telling me is you're the Bubba Gump of watches.
Shrimp salad, shrimp soup, shrimp and potatoes,
shrimp kebab. I know everything is to know about the shrimping business.
Yeah,
shrimp gumbo.
Yeah, man. You know, I was considering going to watchmaking school, and then, you know, unfortunately, I got married at the time. That changed everything.
Yeah, we had to come back. I knew it had something to do with a woman and booze.
Not booze so much.
Nah, I'm just fucking with you.
But anyways,
it's 3 weeks in a row. We had to keep it going. You know what I'm saying?
But anyways, you know, I met this dude, Cameron Weiss. I met this dude in LA when I was living there, and because Hodinky, that website, they had a meetup, and I'm just like, Cameron Weiss, he's originally from California, and he makes his own watches. I actually owned one of his watches. It's called Weiss Watch Company. And when I was in Boston, I had one of his watches. I shouldn't have sold it. I should have kept it. But, you know, I've always been buying and selling watches and stuff. So it's like, I got one, I'll sell it, buy another one. So there's always shit coming in and coming out. And I got a chance to meet this dude, Cameron. And he's a pretty cool dude. He's like trained But at school in Miami, he worked for AP, like, and he has his own watch brand. And he was based in Torrance, California, but now he's in Nashville.
Oh, so you're a local boy now.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. Give a shout out. Maybe he see this and hook some motherfuckers up with some free.
Yeah.
We gotta get some sound effects on here.
Yeah, give it.
Watches. I don't know. And some sparkly shit. You can tell we broke. Huh? We can get shit like the other podcast, but it's authentic and original. But anyway, yeah, maybe we need some endorsements out this bitch. Yeah, shit. But that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Would you consider listening to music as a hobby?
I think so, yeah.
Because I listen to a shit ton. I showed you my Spotify end of year stats. And you was like, you a damn music listening legend.
Audiophile.
You know everything. And I'm like, yeah, that's like one of my pastimes, man. It gets me through. Now, I don't want to turn this into like a music episode or ranking some shit, but I got some shit on my mind, man. I don't know. I got questions. And I kind of... So you say your favorite genre of music is blues, right?
Blues and jazz.
Blues and jazz, all right. But you dabble into the hip-hop world.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
Love hip-hop.
Yeah, so where would you rank Lil Wayne?
Not into Lil Wayne.
Really?
It's just all music.
Is it his voice or?
Well, no, like his music, like I haven't really delved into his music very much, but like it just seems like it's music that is just there to serve a purpose. It's just like, let's play some music that people are going to dance to in the clubs.
So you think he's too commercial?
Yeah, it's just I'm just not into it.
Ah, man, don't listen to shit that plays on the radio. That's your first mistake. Listen to all his other cuts.
What?
Listen to all his other cuts.
What?
Listen to all his other cuts.
Okay.
Yeah. Not Lil Jon. I said Lil Wayne. But anyway. But I played along with it. He's like, it's all the same. They're black. They all look alike. Jokes, people. His jokes. We both own one tonight.
Yeah, we started later than we should.
we should have danced popcorn before we started tonight, like we did 2 weeks in a row. But anyway, no, for real. So Lil Wayne. So you think Lil Wayne too commercial?
Yeah.
So it's not his voice. So what songs of Lil Wayne have you listened to?
Man, I don't know anything about Lil Wayne. I just know that like he had like a big like popular streak back when we were in high school. That's it, man.
Even before he was in high school, even when he was in middle school.
I didn't.
All right. So Lil Wayne, most people don't like Lil Wayne because of the way he speak. He has that wheezy voice. That's why they call him Lil Weezy. And raspy. Man, it was like he started mumble rap. No, he didn't. All right. So black motherfuckers, especially black motherfuckers in the South, we fuck with Lil Wayne hard. Because Lil Wayne, if you actually listen to his shit, his rhyme schemes, his wordplay, his metaphors, it's legit. It's legit. He up there with Ludacris. I ain't gonna put him with Andre 3000. He ain't Andre 3 Stacks. Nah, Andre 3 Stacks is the greatest Southern rapper. He's up there with the greatest Southern rappers of all time. Can't put him with Andre 3 Stacks, but he's close. The reason I brought out Lil Wayne because I was listening to Lil Wayne on the way over here. I was like, shit, this fucking shit is hitting hard. Like Man in the Mirror, Lil Wayne and Bruno Mars. That's a good ass song. That song hit. Listen to it. Bruno Mars, Lil Wayne, Man in the Mirror. A deep song. I ain't gonna steer you wrong. You know I know. I ain't gonna steer you wrong. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna put you on no shit. I'll tell you songs to stay away from Lil Wayne. Go DJ. Don't listen to that. That was made for the radio. That song was made to sell records. That was a record label telling him, do this song. We're gonna sell some records. And he did. Go DJ. That's my DJ. Go DJ. Lil Duff a bad boy. Don't listen to that either. That's to sell records. You're right. You was right on some shit. But that wasn't him. That's the record label telling him to do that shit. You know what I'm talking about? That's what happens. You get signed to a major label.
Man gotta eat.
Man gotta eat. Man gotta have code.
I know.
You know?
Omar Little.
Rest in peace. We're gonna say that every goddamn episode. That's probably our favorite quote from anybody ever. Man gotta have code. But yeah, man. So I feel to all Lil Wayne haters, I had to put that out there. I'm knowledgeable about this shit. At me. And we argue. I don't give a fuck. At me. But anyway. And my ad ain't Big Miles Don. I ain't gonna tell you what my ad is. Sucker. Anyway. But yeah, man, like, if I could listen to music as a hobby, and that would be my hobby. I like listening to music. I like finding new shit that I probably wouldn't even listen to, and genres, that I probably wouldn't even pay attention to when I was younger. I ain't gonna lie, when I was younger, turned down for what? Now, Soldier Boy and shit. That's what I was into, because that's what everybody was into. But also, I listen to Mozart, Bach, Sebastian A. Bach. I was into that class. I'm classically musically trained. So that's why I like that shit, Brandenburg Concerto No. 3. That shit hit hard. I'll need some 808. What do you think about that? Brandenburg Concerto No. 3 with a little 808 on it.
I don't know anything you're talking about right now.
You don't know Brandenburg?
No, man.
Oh yeah, you was in band. You didn't play strings. But anyway, all my strings players. Y'all didn't play classical music. My bad.
Yeah, no.
I'm sorry. My bad. Well, Mozart. Yeah, Mozart. Sebastian A. Bach, he didn't do no band shit. It's all strings. But anyway, I digress. But yeah, I like listening to music. It's, I guess, one of my favorite pastimes. Hobbies. I'm a music connoisseur. If I could be a professor and teach a class on music history, I could do that shit. I know that shit. I know that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know. I don't know if I don't try to find a time to find a hobby, or if I just like to drive, to be honest, man. I spend most of my time, I don't know, man, wasting it, I guess. I don't know. But making watches, being a watch connoisseur, that's cool as fuck. You got any other ones? Any other hobbies you like?
Motorcycles is kind of like a newer kind of hobby.
Yeah, you got about what? About 2 in the bitch?
I just have one.
I ain't trying to put your business out there. You just got one.
Yeah, motorcycles. I mean, just like the small engine. It's like I can take my bike and I can work on it if I get it when I first got my bike,
Yeah, I'm pretty used to working with a small engine.
Yeah, man. Like
That was a dick joke.
Yeah, man. I got a Harley Davidson bike, and they're so easy to work on, and like the part, like if you want to like work on it, like the parts are so easily.
God bless.
Able to give me, you know what I'm There's just like a huge community of like people who have Harleys and like they work on the bikes. And
man, we're gonna have to put subtitles up for you on the YouTube, dog.
It's about Godzilla or like Bruce Lee movies or something like that.
No. He's right there. And that's only gonna work on the YouTube for whoever listens to us off YouTube. I'm sorry, you won't get that one, but producers to movies and shows, holler at me. Your boy know how to act. Anyway, go ahead. Proceed. Proceed.
Yeah, man. I got big into motorcycles just like because the bikes that I got, I've done a lot of work on.
But why?
Because it's it's like it's
there it is. It's like Kung Fu. What was it? Kung Fu Pao Chicken or Pao? What was the movie I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Kung Pao Chicken. Yeah. Ow, my wrist.
It wasn't Kung Pao. It wasn't Kung Pao Chicken. It was Kung Pao. I think that's the movie.
No, it had something in it.
Kung Pao Enter the Fist.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Yeah. Thank God for Google. I'm sorry to cut you off, but that was funny to me. Go ahead. And it was even funnier because you look the way you do. But anyway.
Mark's getting racist. He's cut me off.
That's not racist. I just said you look Asian, but you indigenous, which we already we discovered last week. Indigenous means you could be anything. Means it's not racist, right? We went over that last week. I created a word.
I don't remember that.
God, young Igloo's the number one person on letting his partner hang out to dry. He don't try to help. He don't try to even pretend. He was like, "You dug this hole. I'm gonna watch you fucking sink in it, and I'm gonna laugh like that."
A man got to have a go.
Finish your fucking story, damn it.
I was talking about.
This is a GAT. And this is probably the worst episode.
We got started a little late.
Yeah, it's probably the worst episode we had since episode 1.
Yeah, it's like episode. Tonight's episode is a throwback to episode. It's like, hey, hello.
We're trying to get him. But that got the most listens on Spotify was episode 1.
Everybody started with number 1. I'm just like, don't start with number 1.
What it takes to be number 1. 2 is not a winner. 3, no one remembers. Shout out to Nelly. Nelly, holla at your boy. It's hot in her. Anyway, shake your tail feathers. Not that one, Nelly. But anyway, no, that was it Nelly? Shake your tail feathers. No, it's P Diddy and somebody. Anyway, my memory. That's on. Off of Bad Boys 2. Seen that. My best friend at the time, Preston, his mama took us, seen that. We was like 15, 16 years old. It was a rated R movie. Back then, the parent could be like, walk up to the ticket stands like, hey, I give permission, and then watch this movie and drop us off. We could watch that movie.
Dude, the first rated R movie I saw in theaters was Saving Private Ryan.
I love that movie. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. It's like 16 hours long, but I love that fucking movie.
Yeah, that first part where they're storming
Normandy.
Yeah, that's some crazy shit, but the rest of
guts and intestines and shit, man. Tom Hanks, man, played the fuck out that part. Tom Hanks made that movie.
It's stylized a little bit, but overall, I think it's a really I think it's a really good movie.
Ah, fuck, that's a great movie. Saving Private
Steve
Ryan.
Spielberg, man, you know what I'm saying?
I didn't know what the fuck you was trying to do, and then you brought it back. I was very confused.
I'm just trying to work on some stroke humor bits, you know?
Stroke
when
humor.
people got a stroke, they're like,
Yeah, so we're gonna go on to segment number 2. This is the second week in a row. I had to cut Young off before we get canceled out this bitch.
it's been a long week.
It has been a long week. Juice of the week. Woo! Juice of the week. Juice. We need some sound effects. How much that cost?
And they're like,
Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew. You know, how much that cost? Probably something we both can't afford. So I keep doing it with. Never mind. Now it's gonna be a pause. But I'm gonna say it for comedic effect. I'm just gonna say I will keep doing it with my mouth. But you know what I'm saying? We ain't doing that up here. You know what I'm talking about? You know, I'm at the sound effects. Pew, 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 you know, I'm pretty good at it. You know, I'm like the. You know,
I think we need to order some food here in a minute.
Yeah. Juice of the week.
Man, I think old Jim B got me through the week, bro.
Jim Beam. Yuck.
You know, times is hard.
Times is hard.
Man got to have a coat.
Man got cold. Man got out cold. And that's why I shout out to Bud Ice. I think I did Bud Ice before, but I'm going to do it again. I'm going to bring it back.
It's a fine beer. It's not steel.
It's a fine, cheap beer. Man, I was pondering the other day. Had a few dollars in my pocket. When I say in my pocket, on my card. I said, Bud Ice is still reserved. I texted Young about it. He was no help. As usual. All he had to say, juice is juice. I'm like, fuck you. So I'm with Bud Ice. I can't bring my still reserved taste too much like poverty and homelessness. Bud Ice is like right on that line where it's like, it's beer, but you ain't exactly homeless yet.
Yeah, but Bud Ice is one of those beers where it's just like you're right on the line, and it's just like, you know, you got your paycheck, you're trying, you send money to babies, mamas, you feeding your kids, but then like,
why you gotta bring my life into it?
It's the juice of the week.
Yeah, we about to head on out. We fucked up in this tonight. But no, we having a good ass time. Gaff. Last week I said Gaff was a good family time, but tonight we having a Gaff. That's a good ass fucking time. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, that's the juice of the week. That's the juice of the week. Bud Ice and whatever the fuck Young said. Y'all know where y'all can find us: YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Anchor FM. We out here trying to do the damn thing.
We out here.
If you don't like us, I don't give a fuck. Suck my left testicle. Suck my left testicle. Then after you get done sucking that one, suck my right one. But I don't give a fuck if you don't like it. I don't care. But if you do like it, we appreciate you. We appreciate you listening every week. We appreciate the views on YouTube, man. The YouTube views has been going up. We appreciate that. But if you watch the shit though, like, subscribe, man. Help your boys out.
Yeah, thanks
Get that algorithm going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, thanks for everybody who's watching the YouTube. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
I'd like to give a shout out to old JD, aka Neighbor Dude, across the way.
Neighbor Dude.
He couldn't be here tonight.
We got plans for Neighbor Dude. That's his nickname, by the way.
That's what he said in the first. Yeah.
Neighbor Dude. We got plans for Neighbor Dude. Neighbor Dude's gonna come through. He's gonna come through. Shout out to Neighbor Dude. He know who he is. Mm-hmm. And Whimsy.
Whimsy, that motherfucker gonna be on next week.
You better be on this week. We're gonna have problems.
We just gonna go to his house and
We're gonna go there. Whimsy, we can come to your house and kidnap you. KIT nap. Kidnap you.
And then what we're gonna do? We're gonna drive. We're gonna get all the gear in the car and go to his house and be like, "Hey,
we're shooting your fucking house. I don't give a fuck."
We're like, "Hey, man, he said we were supposed to be here."
Yeah, Whimsy. Shout out my boy Whimsy, though.
Yeah, what up, big dog?
That's my homie. But we're gonna get out this bitch.
About time to call it quits.
We done got lit in here.
Yes, we did.
It's Big Mazda Don.
This young igloo baby.
Yeah, baby. We are the impeccable
degenerates.
Yeah, boy.
See y'all next week.
Peace.